I'll be needing this later.
Welcome back to another YouTube video. Sorry if you hear any fan noises because I've got a fan, or any creaks in the table, but hopefully I can get them out in post. I apologize if the overhead camera is a little bit overexposed. I can't help that. Also, if I can't remember all the information, it will be on the screen, probably down here or somewhere, or I'll do a voiceover so I can fit in what is necessary. But welcome back to another video, and today you may be wondering what we are doing. And today, of course, we're doing a what's in my camera bag. And yes, it's been done before, but not on this channel. So let's get right into the video, starting off with the camera bag. I really should have wrote all the specs down and stuff. This is the ProMaster bag. It's pretty good. There's a few downsides about it. First of all, there's not really much space to store a computer or some sort of laptop, because the front of it is just really short and slim, and you can't really fit too much in it. As you can see, there's not much room to fit in it. I just have a few things in there just to keep it nice and simple. And there's also this front pocket where there's a rain protector, so you can put over your camera bag so you don't wet it. But yeah, overall this camera bag is pretty good. It has two side pockets for some drink bottles or something. I just use it for something else, and it has a pretty large amount of nice padding, so it's not uncomfortable to wear. Out of 10, I'd probably give this bag probably about 5. It's okay. If you see it, I would pick it up, but it's not a high recommendation. There will be a recommendation in the link in the description under this one, and that's the one I would personally want to buy if I was in the moment and got it or was saving up for it. But I'm happy with this one, so I'll just stay with it. But let's head into the bag, and we'll start on the outside pockets first. And on this left one, of course, we have a deck of cards. So I just like to keep cards with me, just like I can play with them, or whatever you want to do. Like you just do a magic trick to someone, or like or a bus, or you just sit and waiting for a client. You know, they're just cool to show around, or just, you know, impress someone. Like, oh, here I have some cards. They're just laying in my camera bag. Just pretty much, they're just something to use for when I'm just kind of hanging around and like have nothing much to do. There's a few other items in this bag that complement that as well. But in the other side, they're not always kept in here, but I usually have some kind of headphones or tripod. I've got AirPods in here just because I don't really want to get them lost in the bag, so I just keep them in the side pocket because it's easy access. I'm using some of the gear as well to actually film this video, so it's actually not bad quality. I'm just filming on my phone, but yeah, I've got 2 of my cameras filming right now, so they're obviously not going to be in the bag. But let's open up the bag. So as soon as we flip the lid, this is what you see. There are some empty spaces, but most of it is because I'm using the gear or haven't got stuff that I want to put in here. But we'll work ourselves from top to bottom. So obviously, to start off, we have this is the DJI remote controller, because I have a DJI drone. It's probably the best controller to own, and it's very high quality. The only downside I have about it is it's a bit big compared to the drone that I own, so it's actually bigger than the drone itself. So that's only one downside, but the rest of it is it's a pretty well high quality made controller, so it's really good. And then of course we have a battery bank. This is where you charge the batteries. I'm sure you would have guessed. Pretty much, yeah, it's really good. You can use it as a portable charger as well, because it's got a USB-C outlet, so you can just plug your lightning cable or whatever you use into it, and then it will charge for you. What can I say? It's a battery pack. But yeah, that's pretty good. And now onto the drone. PS, quick tips up. Sorry if you can hear any thunder. There's currently thunderstorms around my house. So you might be hearing some of that right now. Hopefully some rain doesn't start, or there's not too much. But on to the drone itself. This is the DJI MAVIC Mini 2. And just look how compact it is. Probably made a few videos on it right now. They'll be linked right here, I think. There'll be a card to link to some videos right here. for you to check out that are on my channel, of course. Drone is probably 9.8 out of. There's not pretty much any downsides besides there's not many sensors on it, so it's very easy to crash, as you can see from here. So yeah, besides that, that's my drone, and that fits in nice and snug right in the center, and yeah, that's where my drone goes. I really should have wrote a lot of things down before I started this video, but I kind of want to film it today, so I am. But this is the Manfrotto something, and I believe it's like $30 something, and it is personally the best tripod out on the market. Very easy push in button, so you can easily move around the flow head. So if you just want to like change position of your camera, you just push in the button and then move your camera around and let go, and it's right locked in. Compared to this other tripod I have that I have no clue what the name is, but it's kind of like similar to a gorilla pod, and you have to twist a little screw to move the head and then like twist it back to put it, and it's just so much work, and this is why I really dig this one. But there are some downsides, as in I can just put my new camera lens on this. It can hold up to 1 kilo, so if you're using a mirrorless setup, it's perfect for you. But if you're not, there's actually a better version of this that is quite similar. It just can hold a bit more weight. That will be in the description as well. It just has a bigger mount head thing, so you can just put more weight on it. I'm not sure how much it can, but there'll be all links and descriptions and text and everything you want over the screen right now for you. But yeah, it's a really good, simple, nice tripod. You just pop it down and Bob's your uncle. Do whatever you want. It's really, really good compared to my other tripod that I'm using now. I don't really recommend it because 1, mine's broken really easy, and 2, they're useful from time to time, but not really. On to another item that isn't really clean, a neutral density filter. Ruben, you may ask, what is an ND filter? It's like sunglasses for your camera. I'm sure you've heard that before. Basically, what you do with it is to get cinematic settings outdoors in the bright light, you need to have a low shutter speed, 10:1 have a blurry background, so the lowest aperture possible. Usually outside, it is too bright to have those settings. So this is where this comes in. Basically, you just pop it over your camera lens, and as you can see, it's dark in that. And you can also change how dark it gets. So to where you are, you can just turn the filter around and it will get darker. Usually with cheap filters, there is a little bit of vignetting on the edges, but I found with this one, it's not too bad, as well as the tinting. It's a little green, but to a standard viewer's eye, you can't even tell. You could probably fix it in post-processing. Yeah, it's the Tyfoto ND filter. Pretty much all I have to say. There's a really nice, I remember why I choose this one. It's a very nice little line that you can follow. See how how much intensity you want. I don't know what NDs it goes. It apparently goes from 2 to 400. Yeah, this is my ND filter that I pretty much use every time I'm out shooting in the broad daylight. And on to one of my favorite lenses is the Nifty 50. But yes, this is the Nifty 50 f1.8, and God, I love this lens. It's not really a videography lens, but it absolutely kills in photos. Here's some examples on the screen right now. It's got a 49mm thread with an EFS mount adapter and an aperture of f1.8. So you will be getting those crispy, nice blur backgrounds that you always wanted. There's the inside of it, what it looks like, and I don't really use this for videography anymore. One, because the autofocus I'm pretty sure you can hear, and it's a little bit noisy, and as well there's no image stabilization. And personally, it's a bit too close for tight-in shots, but I have used it before previously, and it's a very nice lens for portraits, so that's what I made it for. Next, of course, it had to be brought out at one point, the kit lens, and this is where my whole YouTube started from. The kit lens, the 15 to 45mm f3.5 to 6.3 STM IS EF-M Canon lens. So this is also a 49mm thread, and it's a pretty good lens for vlogging. I would probably buy, if I was buying the M50 my first time, I'll probably buy either the one I'm using right now or the 11-22 EF-M lens. This one's just a bit too cropped in for vlogging, that's why I bought a wider angle. But to start off, it is 100% a brilliant option to choose. So I highly recommend getting the kit lens if it's cheaper, buying it than just the body itself. And look, it's another one. This is the f2.8 EF-S Canon lens. I think so, I said that right. And yes, it has a plastic or a rubber mount, and that's what it's pretty much looked down to. But if you look after your lenses, it's not really gonna matter. Don't put it on and off that much, but I've already used this lens so much, one for photography, that I've been posting recently on my Instagram. So if you'd like to check that out, it's right in the link description. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. There's been photos posted with this lens so you can see what it provides, as well as video, because the 50mm, as I said, was too close and tight. So I've been using this for my recent videos and it has come out amazing. I was going to use this lens. Thunder's right over me. This video, but it was a bit too tight. I would rather a 16mm wide lens because I don't really need to blur the background because it's right here and I can pretty much touch it. And before my camera runs out of battery, it will be really disappointing if it does. Basically what we have in here is my GoPro. I enjoy to keep my GoPro in a sock just to keep it safe, and we have a GoPro mount. When I'm using the GoPro, like the POV photography or something, I just keep that in there, as well as there's like some drone propellers just for spares and stuff like that. So I keep all that in that top right pocket. And in this one, I keep my Rode Micro Mini. I'm pretty sure that's called. It's the most budget, best microphone. It's a cardioid microphone, and it is perfect for vlogging, so I highly recommend it. And what else I have a lens hood in here, a rubber one, more kind of propeller things, and just a few cleaning things like this little cleaning kit I just use for my lenses now and then. And then I have a lot of lens caps, lens step up rings, step down rings. And then there's this, that's a micro, you've seen it before, like a micro filter wipe kind of thing I use just to clean the front element of my lenses. So this all just belongs in here melanously. I don't know how to say that word properly, but yeah, that stays in there, and I just put my microphone on top to keep it all compact. So that's that section. And now to the fun part. This is where I keep all of my SD cards, because yes, I do have quite a few. So I just keep all those in there just to keep it safe. That's in just an old battery case. Then the most important thing I would say that I've been recommended by many YouTubers and content creators is gaffer tape. It's really sticky, but I'm actually surprised how much I've used it just pretty much overall around the house. As well as photography, like taping things is just, you never know when you need tape. It comes in really handy when you need it. Like I helped tape my camera above me and I use this, so you never know when you actually need it, and it's really useful when you do have it. This is my second thing that I said that I just like to keep, just because it's kind of like a nice little thing you know, I just like to play with in my kit, just when I'm like waiting for a bus or like something. I enjoy just like, you know, mucking around with this, and it's cool to show people as well if they want to see something cool. So this is just always belongs in there pretty much, just to muck around with. I think there's a video right here comparing it to the Rode Micro, and it is an amazing lav mic, and I'm using it right now. This is with it raw out of the microphone, and then this is with the post-processing I do just to make it sound a little bit better. But it comes in this nice little case, and if you want to see further details, you can head over to the video. Now to the camera and the lens I'm shooting right now. This is the Canon M50. It's the first version with a lens of 10 to 18mm f4.5 to 5.6 IS STM lens, and it's a 67mm thread, and it is an amazing wide angled lens that I always use for vlogging because it has image stabilization and it's nice and wide. I don't really care if the background's blurry or not. I'm just enjoying the wide angle that I'm using right now. So that's the lens paired with a Viltrox EF-M and EF mount. That will be in the description. That just makes it fit on my camera. So this is what I'm using right now. I've just got my old camera I started with up there doing the top angle. That's the Canon PowerShot 730 HS with the Manfrotto Pro UFO2 tripod, and that's just kind of hooked up there. Of course, I have a light that is right here, pretty much my main light. There'll be the name right here, and it'll be in the description. That's what I use for my key light, and it comes with this cool remote I'm using on 50% power right now. And then I just have ordinary just bedroom light lighting me from the right side, and I have a light behind me as well, so you can pretty much find those wherever you want. To end the video, after waiting 47 days over Christmas, I finally got my own Christmas gift I enjoyed buying myself. Can you guess what it is? I'm joking, I don't leave it on that note. But it is a Rubik's Cube that comes in this really cool little case I get to pop out. Yeah, it's $60, so it's a really high quality cube. And as you can tell, I really enjoy it. It says really well corner cutting. If you know Rubik's Cubes, I can go really fast on it. And I'm going to be practicing. My best so far is 15 seconds. So hopefully I can beat that. If you want to stay updated, sorry that just stopped recording. Maximum length is half an hour. If you want to check that out, it'll be in the description, or check out me doing any solves. It's on my Instagram. But thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. It's totally up to you. I'm sure you like my content if you've watched it to the end. Probably do a voiceover if I've got anything else. This video's not been as high quality because I'm tired as hell. I had to make one because it's 2022. Hopefully next year's a bit high quality. But it was amazing time spending time with myself and you, the viewer. Thank you for watching, and I love you all. Peace, keep 100, stay safe, and catch you in the next video. Bye bye.